Hello, I'm going to tell you a little bit about this Angel Sword Avatar Katana. Before I start, note that this blade was purchased secondhand, not from Angel Sword directly, and it may not be representative of what you would get from Angel Sword directly. It may be used or in a state that isn't representative of a new product from them, so keep that in mind. Starting here, you can see that the Ito, it's a silk Ito that's been lacquered, and it does move around slightly because the tsuka core is a very attractive piece of wood, and you can see the grain structure in it, but I don't believe any shigami or, any glue or adhesive was used, so the Ito will slide slightly up and down the tsuka core. The Fuji Kashira appear to be simple cast pieces, as do the Manuki and Tsuba. I don't know if they're cast from antiques or one-of-a-kind recast pieces or what. They appear to be relatively simple pieces overall. The construction is tight. There's two brass Makugi pegs in the tsuka handle. They come out, the blade can be disassembled, and the avatar badge is under that. The saya is made from a very attractive wood. Regrettably, I don't know the name. I do find it very aesthetically pleasing. The saya, however, doesn't function well for aya because the habaki is loose around the opening of the saya, so it doesn't draw like you would expect for kata or kinjutsu or aido. Anyway, moving on to the blade. The blade has a very appealing type of grain pattern to it, which I'm doing my best to show you despite my poor cameramanship. There's a lot to see and absorb in the blade. I personally find the folding and the overall appearance of the steel very appealing. I don't believe it's differentially hardened. There is some effect happening, I think, because of the lighting, but it has a pretty homogeneous appearance. Also, the planes on the blade are very well ground. I believe I don't know if it's a stock removal method or how these are constructed, but along the shinogi and shinogi-ji, there's not a bunch of ripples along the planes of the blade. They're very smooth, and to me that's important. I know it's not something everyone looks at, but I find that to be an important thing, and I like it when that's the case. This being a blade of retail at $9,000, you kind of hope that would be the case, but that's not always the case on expensive blades. Not even on antique Nihonto pieces. Anyway, continuing on, the blade is, I think, an artistic interpretation of a Japanese style. I don't know what geometry you would call it. The fittings you can see from these photos here, they're reasonably well cast pieces, but they're not like custom engraved or anything like that. They appear to be reasonably good quality casts. The diamonds on the tsuka ito or the tsukamaki, I'm not really going to fault Angel Sword for that because it is used. It may be tighter or nicer if it were purchased directly from them, and they may warranty the work. I'm not sure. I think if it broke off or something, they would definitely take care of it, but I don't know about it just being misshapen. That said, I haven't reached out to them and asked. The tsuba and everything, it's tight, it's comfortable, it holds together well, and honestly, that's what I can really say is where the blade shines. Not everyone gets a chance to hold an Angel Sword in their hand, and if you're not a fan of the aesthetics, which I understand if that is the case, they have a particular style that not everyone will be a fan of. But when I hold it in my hand, in comparison to other really high-end blades I've held, it's very nice. It's very comfortable feeling in my hand. It's nimble, it's lively, it's easy to manipulate. The blade's about 27.5 inches long without the habaki, measured from the kisaki to the munmachi, and the handle length is a little over 11 inches. Point of balance is about 4.5 inches off the tsuba, and those aren't crazy proportions for a katana style blade. I won't necessarily call it a katana, but a katana-esque influenced blade and I don't know what geometry you would call this in a katana. It's kind of a mix between a few different styles. Anyway, the blade is very lively. It's very nimble and comfortable in your hand, and I haven't cut with this blade. I have cut with other Avatar blades that have had a similar geometry, and they're very effective at their intended purpose of cutting down targets. I didn't have problems moving through tatami mats with other Avatar blades. I haven't gone really too much beyond tatami mats, rolled newspaper, water bottles, and that type of medium. But my experiences were overall very positive with the Avatar blade I did cut with, which again was very similar to this one. Anyway, that's the information I have. I hope you enjoyed it and found it useful. If you did, click like, subscribe, throw some comments down, let me know what you think. Thanks again for watching.